This is the strictest school in the world. Michaela Community School in the UK is said to be the strictest school in the world. If you're even 1 second late to class, you will get a 5-hour detention, even if it's your parents' fault. If you wear the wrong uniform or have the wrong hair length, then you will get a 5-hour detention. At lunchtime, there's no playing. Students have to sit with their teachers, and they even have to cook for their teachers. There are no cleaners at this school. Instead, the kids do all of the cleaning. No cell phones are allowed anywhere on the school campus. If you're caught with one, it will be confiscated for a week. But I think the worst rule is the no talking rule. You're not allowed to talk to any other students without permission from a teacher. This includes while in class and while walking to class. Is this place a school or a prison? This kid spent 15 years in first grade. This is Joseph. He may look like a kid, but he's 21 years old. He has a rare condition that makes him look and think a lot younger. Because of this, his classmates and even his teachers bullied him. The condition not only makes him look young, it also means he can't learn very well. And that's why he has failed first grade 15 times. His classmates have gone on to get good jobs, but he's still in first grade. But in spite of all this, Joseph never gave up. He studies hard, does his homework, and has never missed one day of school. He says he will never stop trying until he one day graduates. I think Joseph's story is very inspirational, and I hope that soon he passes first grade. This is the smartest person in the world. You may think the smartest people in the world would be famous, but they're not. Famous geniuses like Albert Einstein or Nikola Tesla don't even come close. To be a genius, you need an IQ of 140. Albert Einstein's was 160. The current living smartest person is Marilyn Vos-Savant. She has an IQ of 190. But that's not even close to the smartest person of all time. That is William James Sidis. His IQ was 275. When he was just 1.5 years old, he could read the New York Times. When he was 5, he could calculate the day on any date in the past 10,000 years. At 11 years old, he got into Harvard University and could speak 25 languages. So far, no one has ever been smarter than this guy. This girl has a higher IQ than Einstein. You may think Albert Einstein or Stephen Hawking are the smartest people to ever live, but this 10-year-old girl from Mexico has a higher IQ than both of them. This is Adhara Perez Sanchez. She has an IQ of 162. Einstein and Hawking's IQs were 160. She is already studying engineering at a university, and she hopes to one day become an astronaut and colonize Mars. But she has not had an easy life. She has Asperger's syndrome and was bullied because of this. But in spite of this, she never gave up, and she's still working towards her 2 degrees in university. All this at the age of just 10. This dad put a recording device in his daughter's hair and heard something shocking. This is Thomas Valero. He has a daughter named Emily. Emily was a normal girl with friends. Every day before school, Emily would begin to cry, and she would ask her dad if she could stay at home. Every time Thomas asked what was wrong, Emily would refuse to say. So he took matters into his own hands. Without his daughter knowing, he put a recording device in her hair. When Thomas listened back to the recording, he was absolutely shocked. He heard Emily's teacher bullying the class. Emily's teacher would call her students names and use profanity too. Thomas went to the school and demanded the teacher be fired, but they said no. So instead, Thomas took this to the media. Eventually, a petition was made and the teacher was finally fired. Lies you were taught in school. You probably learned that dinosaurs went extinct, but that's not true. There are many prehistoric animals still alive today, for example the frilled shark or the gharial. Dinosaurs did not go extinct, but many did evolve into new animals. You probably learned that humans are descendants of chimpanzees. Everyone has seen the drawing of the ape evolving into a human, but that's not scientific at all. We do have the same common ancestor, but we are not direct descendants from apes. You may think that Christopher Columbus proved Earth is round, but this was actually done all the way back in ancient Greece. Mathematician Eratosthenes was able to prove the Earth was round all the way back in 3rd century BC. You may have learned that George Washington had wooden teeth, but actually his dentures were made from ivory and gold. Here are some things your teachers don't want you to know. If you forget to hand in an assignment and are past the time, don't worry. Simply go to your time and date settings and change them to before the due date. The portal will then reset and you won't be late. Instead of Googling, use Google Scholar. All of these sources are reliable, and with one click you can get many citations for anything you want to say. If you don't feel like typing up notes, don't worry. Simply press your FN key twice. This will literally type whatever your teacher is saying. This works in class and on video calls too. Open the Google Lens and then go to Homework Selection. Scan your homework with this and it will literally give you the right answer to any question.